Hey, it's Nuve, and today I'm going to be trying Jamaican food and telling you a bit about how my July has been going. So, this time I ordered from. Where did I even order from? Kingston Grill. I already know I like it, but I'm really hungry. It's funny because I ordered from them this past Sunday and they were out of the fried dumplings. So today I was like, oh, I want to get the fried dumplings. I really want to try them. And they were still out. So we're going to have to wait forever, who knows how long, to finally try those dumplings because I know they're going to be good. And I'm kind of disappointed that they were still out of stock almost a week later. It was Sunday, now it's Friday, and they still don't have new stuff. And that's very sad for me. But whatever, it's fine. They did refund me the price of just the dumpling, which is crazy because the total price impacts all of the fees that you get, and it also impacts the tip. Like, I do 18% always, and then I round up. Yeah, it definitely would have been, everything should have been decreased when I got a refund, but instead they just refund the item price, which is very slick, DoorDash. You're not slick though. We see you. You just can't do anything about it. But yeah, that's where I got the food from. I'm gonna try that later, but first I'm gonna give you guys an update. I'm gonna work on getting this video out as soon as possible because I've filmed so many videos since I graduated. I haven't posted a single one. You know that, you've been here. But I'm really gonna try and get back on it. It's mostly because I really don't know what kind of content I want to make yet. I thought I wanted to do mukbang videos, which I still do more because I just like eating, and I'm like, if I'm gonna eat anyway, I might as well film it. But I also have started getting into music, and I want to post more covers and more original stuff, and I also want to post acting videos of me doing monologues and things. And I want to do book reviews and video essays on random topics that interest me. So this channel is going to be basically a catch-all until I kind of see what people like, and then I'll hone in on that. But I'm going to start exploring different types of medias and different things I like to do because I really want to make this work. And that starts with getting a space that I can make it work in, which is why I've been cleaning my room like a mad woman. Yesterday and the day before yesterday, I was just in my room cleaning, and it looks so much better. I think if I have a space where I am comfortable, where I like to be in, I will be more likely to be productive in it. So that's where I'm at right now. For you who don't know, which is most people, I haven't really been sleeping in my bedroom since I got home from college because I'm a little bit scared because it was a long time to be gone and I don't know if there's bugs in there, and I don't know. So I haven't really been in my room since then. And so now I'm going back in there and cleaning it up and making it a place where I want to be. So I've got a whole list of things that I'm going to do, and I might even document it. Probably not, because you can't trust me. I don't do anything I say I'm going to do when it comes to YouTube. But who knows? I might document it. Who knows? You already know. Other than that, this month has basically been us preparing for our concert. MC4, my singing group, is doing a concert at the end of August, and so we've been really prepping for that, practicing with the band and having vocal rehearsals, clearing up our cutoffs, and figuring out what we're gonna do on stage. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. I don't want to sever ties with anyone that I'm organizing this with, but I will say, if I ever do another concert and we have to arrange it, I'm going to flip my lid. That's not what I want at all. I need there to be a production manager. I need there to be a director. I need there to be PR people whose job it is just to get the word out about it. I don't want to have to be responsible for it because, as you know, or rather don't know, we don't do we're not good at social media. We're really trying to work on our social media presence and get more of one. But as of right now, we're not social media girlies. So it was just, we signed up for way more than we anticipated. We ended up having to come up with the set list. We had to come up with what the concept was for the concert. Not the lighting. The lighting is being done by someone else. But basically the whole concept of what the show is going to be is on us to figure out. And I don't know if that's normal. Maybe it's normal and we just didn't know because we've never done this before. It probably is, now that I think about it. But it was just a lot to do and not know in advance that you were going to be in charge of that. We're providing the band for all of the artists. There are other artists. A lot of this stuff either we didn't know or we just didn't hear. We were too busy excited about having our first headline concert, whatever. But this is good to know, and it's good practice for the future, just so that we can get used to sending contracts and used to organizing and saying what we need and all the things. So it'll be good in the long run. It's just frustrating in the present. It's called A Moody Experience, Music Beyond Margins, and it's basically a picture of the Black influence on music throughout the years. Not even throughout the years, just in general, throughout all the different genres. We've got a lot of genres. We've got country, R&B, jazz, musical theater, gospel, Christian, just like a whole ton of genres that we're covering, just showing like how Black culture has impacted, or what is like a derivative of Black culture. Black culture has impacted all sorts of different genres of music, and together we're gonna make even more music. And it's just like a way of saying like, oh, we're all connected. Even if it seems like we are different or separated, there is something that connects every single one of us, whether it's like the genre of music you like, or like the artist that you like, or whatever. Music can connect all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of races and classes and everything. I love this message that we're sending. So I'm really, really excited. Just a little stressed out. Really excited. Get your tickets. Links are in the description. But yeah, that's really exciting. That's been my July. And then it's been also a little bit of writing my own music, which is terrifying. Like, I am not a writer. The song that my siblings and I have made and are about to release is something that like we all came up together. It was like a collective joint effort. I've never written a song alone, and this is the first one that just came to me. Like, I was lit to release, sitting there praying and like reading my Bible, and it just came. And like, people talk about hearing like the voice of God or whatever, and they talk about it all the time, and I'm like, oh, that's great. And I do believe that like they hear it, but I have never heard it. And this, I do believe, was the second time I think that I've heard directly from him. And it's crazy because like I'm a very like analytical, logical person, so it's always a fight between my brain and my belief, always a tussle. But this was just kind of like a divine confirmation that I'm exactly in the space where I need to be, and I can stop stressing about it because he's gonna give me whatever I need whenever I need it, especially in terms of like music. It's crazy because like, first of all, it's not even the genre of music that I typically sing. And that's the thing, when he gives me music, and he's been giving me music like more and more lately, when he does it, it's never like something that I'm used to. It's never something that I'm like comfortable in. This song is like very, very country vibes, which is like, I'm not opposed to country. I listen to country music sometimes, but like, I'm not like a country artist, so it was just really weird. I was like, what are you doing right now? But it's a good song, and it really expresses my emotions and like how I was feeling in the moment, and like how I'm feeling often, and how I'm sure a lot of people feel. So I'll probably get to work on that one pretty soon. It's pretty wordy. It's kind of hard to sing, but I'm excited. I feel like he knows that I was worried about being like a poppy, not poppy, because pop, there's nothing wrong with pop, but like a singer with no substance. I didn't want to be someone that was putting out music that had no message, or that was just fun to listen to but had no depth. And I mean, it's not like the deepest song in the world, but it's deeper than I've ever written, and it's like more wordy than I've written. The lyrics are like very present, and they haven't been in like the things I've written in the past. So it's really, really exciting. And I'm starting to realize that like riffs and runs aren't everything. From the perspective of someone who can do them but is not comfortable doing them, I'm starting to realize that like the music isn't in the riffs and runs. The riffs and runs are in the music. There are different types of vocal styles and tones that maybe runs don't work well with, or runs can even like take away from a song at a certain point. There's an art in deciding when to run and when to do it like straight tone and when to do vibrato. Like there's moments that you can pick and choose. Everything doesn't have to be running, riffing everywhere. And it's weird because we've come to a place in like society where everyone that can sing can riff and run. And if you can't, it's like, oh, you can't sing, or you're Taylor Swift. No, I didn't say that, please. Shh, I'm kidding. I like her music. She's for a specific audience, but I do enjoy her music. There's just like different ways of singing, and it seems like the more you can run, the more valid you are in the music world, especially in the gospel music world. Running is a lot of what gets you places. But I'm starting to realize that like it's not all in the kind of show-offy parts. Not that riffs are only show-offy, and not that they're like bad or like overrated, because they are cool and they take a lot of work to do. Some people they don't, but some people they do, and like I can acknowledge that and realize that. And I even riff and run sometimes, but realizing that like that's not the only vocal trick that has value, realizing that like that's not the only thing that makes you a singer. And so it's kind of trying to hone in my other things that I can do. So I have a toolbox to pull from as opposed to just one trick that I can do. I want to be a versatile singer. I want to be a singer that can do all different styles and genres. Even though one might be better than the other, I can still like. So yeah, it's just getting comfortable in all the different parts of my voice, which includes singing more. I have had the hardest time singing high since like high school because I could only do head voice. It's weird because in high school, I sang soprano almost all 4 years. And then my head voice was strong, but I wasn't singing by myself. And so now that I have to sing alone, I have to find my head voice that's not covered by a bunch of other people and like feel comfortable in it, which is really weird for me. And then belting again, I'm used to belting in a choir, so belting by myself is just different. It's just different. And I have to find a way to like make that sound good. Because, you know, when you're in a black choir and you're belting that song, you're not necessarily trying to sound pretty. You're trying to hit the notes. And, like, there's always someone to sound better around you. So, like, you don't have to worry about sounding, like, perfect. But when you're singing by yourself, there's just all this pressure to have the right tone and, like, and it should be. That's how you should have been singing the whole time. But I just have to learn how to sing solo kind of with the same confidence that I sang in the choir, because when you can hear yourself, you change what you're doing. Even like subconsciously, you just change what you're doing. And I'm realizing that, like, coming out of the pandemic and coming back and singing on the praise team and having my voice just be out there, I sing differently on the praise team than I do in the choir. Not only because I have to work harder because I don't have the covering, but also because just I am not used to hearing my voice. I'm used to hearing a collection of voices, not just me, and it's very jarring when you haven't heard yourself. It's like, literally, who is that? Like, so yeah, working on that. But it's really exciting to see kind of what my voice can do, and you'll hear some of that on our new single coming out soon. I'm so excited. We're in the final stages of editing. It's been such a long process. Like, you wouldn't believe, we've been working on this song since February of this year. February. It's crazy. And thank you to everyone that donated. I don't even think you watch these videos, but if you're out there, thank you for donating. Donate more if you want. I would love it. It's expensive. Oh my goodness, producing a song is expensive. Like, you have to pay for the recording time, which is like, I don't remember exactly. I have it written down somewhere, but it's a lot of money. It's like $200 minimum. Like, and then they charge you like by the hour. It's not $200 per hour, but like it's pretty steep. And then you have to pay for the editing, the initial editing, like the person that's mixing it, them. Then you have to pay for the master, which is different from mixing, apparently. Mastering is like controlling the volumes and stuff and everything. And then it's like goes through a whole nother shift. You have to pay for like PR, pay for air space, pay to get copyright, what's the word? So that nobody can steal your music, basically. You have to pay for a license even to have your song. You have to pay for like the label so that it can have like a code, like a specific code. There's so much. I'm reading a book right now trying to learn more about the music business because I had no idea about any of this. But it is a lot. Like, it's a lot. And we have to get like pictures taken, which we have needed to get pictures taken forever, and we knew that. We're just like dragging our feet on that. But yeah, it's just a lot that goes into producing a song, even just one song. We've started inviting managers because we've realized that I can't do it all, and I won't do it all, especially not for free. I just don't have like the time or the bandwidth. So we are looking into that. We're looking into agents. So yeah, that's what my last July has been. I think the monthly updates are what's gonna keep me alive, keep me going. And maybe if I do it once a month, then I will start ordering food only once a month, and then I'll save money, which I need to because I just quit my job. Not really quit, my contract ended. I was working at a law firm, slowly kind of moving up the ranks. I started as an intern, and then I became an assistant, I think, and then I became the litigation coordinator, and that's where I stopped. And then my contract ended at the beginning of August, and so I said my goodbyes. We went out to lunch and said bye, and it was like really nice, wholesome parting. But now I need new work. I have realized that I don't want to be a lawyer, so I don't want to work in another law firm. I'm leaning more towards finance or music business because I really need to learn about the music business. Like, I didn't realize how much I didn't know until someone from the industry started telling us. And like, fortunately for us, our dad is an artist, so he has some friends in the industry who are willing to like kind of guide us and like help us, give us tips and stuff. But there's like a lot. It's a whole thing that you kind of just need to go in with open eyes for. You need to go in kind of knowing what to expect, so that people can't put one over on you. And that's it. That's been my July. I did go to a Jamaican Independence Parade or festival, and that was really fun. We ministered outside in the hot sun. No clouds. Not a single cloud in the sky. Really hot. We wore all black garments and then like Jamaican tops. But it was really fun. I only messed up a couple times. But to be fair, I had learned it the day before in like a 2-hour practice. We did one song each hour. So to be fair, that was pretty good for having learned it the day before. But it was really fun. I saw a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a long time. I didn't meet anybody new because I was not really trying to talk to people. That was my first time going and it was great. Speaking of Jamaican, we have a Jamaican concert at our church coming up. MC4 is going to be singing at that too. I'm excited about the future that we can have and that I now feel equipped for. Like, I feel like what I lack in skill or knowledge, like I don't know how to read music very well, I can do it. I can like do it, fill it out, the solfege and everything after a while, but I haven't done it since high school and I really was never really that good at it. But I think that everything that I'm lacking in knowledge, skill, just experience in general, God's gonna fill it. He's gonna put something there. And I've literally seen it happen now, so I don't actually doubt it, and now I'm just excited about it for what the future is gonna bring and the lives we're gonna touch. And I can't wait. I truly can't wait. I feel like we can really go somewhere if we really just lock in. And that's like the hardest part. The world moves on around you, life is going on, work's going on. But if we can just like lock in, we can do this. I have no doubt. And that's where I am, and that's where I'll leave you. Okay, food. Cola, champagne, of course. How could I not? Cream soda, because I can't actually tell the difference between the cola, champagne, and the cream soda, and I really want to just taste them side by side and see how they differ. I didn't expect this. I did expect it to be homemade. Jamaican style round bun, moist and flavorful with molasses. This is Jamaican spice bun by Golden Crust. I did get the bun with cheese though, and this does not look like it has cheese. And then I got the Jamaican beef patty and a side of rice and peas. They did give me a fork. I love that. They filled this thing up. Rice and peas. Not gonna lie, it's not as flavorful as it was on Sunday, but it is good. 8 out of 10. Patty. It's kind of crispier than I'm used to. I'm used to a little bit more give. Very flaky. Flake is working for me. It's really smooth filling, not any lumps. I'm not gonna like hurt my teeth on anything. 9 out of 10. That is really good. Now I'm gonna get into these. The Wall and Gurney bottle cap opener. Ugh. Okay, I did it twice. Woo! This one smells more like vanilla. This one smells like bubble gum. I don't know. This one definitely has more flavor. Can't tell what the flavor is, but they're definitely not the same. I do like the cream soda better than the cola champagne. I'm a vanilla girly. I'm always like vanilla better. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Overall, delicious. I forgot the Jamaican bun. It's got like berries in it. I think of this like carrot cake. I tore it to see if there was gonna be cheese in the middle. No cheese. Basically like a fruitcake, but it's bread. Very interesting. That's like a 7 out of 10. If I had like the cheese, I think would add like a texture thing or like a icing on top or something. But it's still good. All right, I'm about to get into this food. Thank you for watching. Pray for me and buy my song.